Let's bring in Fox News contributor and SiriusXM Patriot radio host David Webb. David, great to have you. Okay, so these guys just can't believe these picks. I can't believe that they would nominate these folks to the cabinet. But of course, that's what America voted for, David. They wanted somebody to come in and actually change things.
Yeah, and by the way, learn your pop culture references, because those Star Wars bars, that's a story about disruptors who come in, disrupt the system, and win in the end. Donald Trump is the disruptor-in-chief. I know we talk about the commander-in-chief, but the disruptor-in-chief in a good way. He's bringing in people with the right application of thought, of experience, and something important for everyone watching. You have the secretaries, you have the various people like the SecDef. They manage these federations of competing interests in a lot of cases. HHS has 13 agency interactions. DOD look at it. So the real expert level is the next level down and the levels down of the people who will act on a daily basis. So you need leaders at the top. You need this to work. And their real objection of the left is that they're no longer in control of handing back control to the people and to the people that we've elected to represent us to do their jobs properly. Or the last thing about that disruptor-in-chief that I really like, or maybe not the last thing, is that Donald Trump will fire you. So if you don't do the job, Donald Trump will fire you and put someone else in place. That's new in Washington.
Yeah, I just love how all of those unhinged jackjaws were never jacked up about the hardship of inflation or the Department of Justice investigating parents or imprisoning even elderly people who protested peacefully in front of abortion clinics. Anything, the open border, and John Brennan, how he wound up with a job, I never know. Again, behind remember the letter they wrote that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation? Right. I digress. But speaking of disruptors, Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk and the Doge Commission, Vivek wrote this on X. Reagan said a government bureau is the nearest thing to eternal life we'll ever see on this earth. Not anymore. Doge will dissolve July 4th, 2026, after we've downsized the government. It'll be our birthday gift to America on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration. Bye, bye, bye to the unnecessary spending, David. And what they can do is just pinpoint where the waste is. And then the cabinet secretaries have the power and the Congress has the power to really just get rid of all this waste.
So instead of a commission, you have a date certain. You're right, July 4th. Happy birthday, America, 250th birthday. But look at what they're going to do in that time. They're going to find the holes. They're going to remove monkeys that need $50 million for whatever, shrimp on treadmills, cats in Peru, wherever it is, and overpayments, bad payments to dead people. It's not as if they're taking grandma or grandpa and throwing them off a cliff. You remember that, Dagan. They said this is what Republicans were going to do, but we're going to throw bad government off the cliff. Also, for me personally, this is my Tea Party dream come true. The idea that we'll be working towards a limited, effective, constitutional government that represents the people who elect them, that power we delegate to them. And look, this is going to be hard work. I expect lots of resistance from the Democrats, even some of the elitists in Washington, the special interests. But it's time to say no to them, stop them outside the door, and figure out what needs to be done in those offices.
David, great to see you, my friend. Always.
Shrimp on treadmills. I like it.
Yeah, but by the way, those shrimp on the treadmill, that was an earmark, and that was straight out of Congress, and we got to get rid of the uniparty.
That's right.
And it starts by getting Mitch McConnell out of leadership in the Senate, because he was king uniparty. Sorry, I digress.
Yes.
I can go on about these earmarks and that omnibus spending bill, but almost 2 years ago, that was a travesty. And shame on Richard Shelby down in Alabama and his going away present.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Thank you, David.